You could not imagine a better economy or real estate market than what we're experiencing right here, right now. If you believe that there is tremendous opportunity to take advantage of this housing market, then I will take you by the hand and transfer to you a process that has generated several $1,000,000 for me, my wife, and my children. Pardon my voice, I just come off of a really long training and I'm losing my voice here.
Myself selling and investing in thousands of homes, I have to say I'm just completely blown away by Mike's system, by his delivery.
Couldn't ask for a better trainer, couldn't ask for a better mentor. This whole exercise here has basically tied everything together for me with a process and a system. And that's what I've got now. I've got the tracks for me to run, basically. I've never had that before. I had pieces. I didn't know how to tie it all together. Now I do. So basically I feel totally confident that I can go out on my own without further assistance. That is unique. No one trains you to be able to be 100% independent. They don't want you to be independent. They want you to come back at some point and take another level and spend a little bit more money. But no, this ends here, and I'm grateful for that.
The system is unbelievable. Best I've ever seen.
How would you like to eliminate your debt and live life by design rather than by default? You can make money in this market today, right here, right now. I want to introduce you to some of my students that have invested in this exact system and have already had tremendous success.
I actually found someone who's actually going to retire me. I wasted money on Robert Allen, $3 grand for that. I took some other BS training. All they do is upsell you, and they confuse you, and they never give you the actual formula, the actual answers. Mike's training is complete from start to finish, A to B. He's got a 6-step process. He takes you from step 1 to step 6. When you're done, you don't even need Mike anymore. You don't need a follow-up consultation.
Meet James. James retired earlier this year from the insurance business. He saw me speak in front of 500 plus people at one of my live events, and he decided he wanted me as his mentor. I took James literally by the hand, and he saw tremendous results after training with me.
Since I met Mike and went through his training, I bought 2 properties. I'm so excited that after 66 years of being a Californian, I'm moving to Florida to continue to buy properties.
Meet Matthew, who fell on really hard times. I'm talking hard times. He actually had his car repossessed. He trained at me at one of my boot camps and also had tremendous success, amazing success, right away.
Mike stayed up. He actually invited me to his hotel room, stayed up with me till 2 in the morning, walking me step by step through the whole entire process of exactly what I need to do. I now have all the tools that I need, and honestly, like I said, I never thought that it was possible before. Thank you so much.
If you ever wanted to make massive profits using very little cash, now is the time. Regardless of where the economy moves, I show you how to capitalize using my proven process. Let's be realistic. These next few years will probably be uncertain. Let's remember this though. It's that uncertainty, that fear, that anxiety that continues to create opportunities for all of us, for the select few that have the know-how, that know my process, and know how to reap the rewards during this housing crisis. The best part of my proven process is that it's transferable, and it doesn't involve speculation. A lot of people think that you need to speculate or that you need to make huge risks to make massive, tremendous profits in real estate. That's just not true. A common misconception that I hear all the time from all over the world is that they truly believe that you make real estate by purchasing a property, waiting a few years for it to go up in value, and selling it for a profit. I'm here to tell you not only is that not true, but that's not how you actually guarantee your success and your results. I don't just tell you how to do this, I show you how to do it. I show you step by step, inch by inch, minute by minute. The true way, the real way you make money in real estate is by buying homes way under market value. You buy them way under the current value, so there's no speculation involved. You're not speculating on what the future value or what if. You're looking at what's it worth today if I was to resell it today right here. We want to know what a property can be sold for quickly in today's market. No hopes, no dreams. Virtually removing all dreams, removing virtually any risk. Let me give you a great example. Let's just say that you were able to find a home through traditional means. When I say traditional means, I mean it's the methods that you knew before you knew me, before you had me as your mentor. Traditional things would be like calling a realtor, shotgun out a bunch of lowball offers, and hoping one of them might get accepted. Let's bring that example even further. Let's say you found a home that would retail for $60,000, and you paid $35,000 for it. After shotgunning out a bunch of offers with a bunch of realtors, and let's just take that deal. You got it for $35,000, and retail is worth $60,000. Now, what if instead of paying $35,000 for that house, what if you used my proven techniques and bought it for $8,000? And what if you put $7,000 into that house, and now you have a total basis, a total investment in that property of $15,000? Then if you were able to sell that home for only $55,000, undercutting all of your competitors, and now you have a completely remodeled home for way less than your competitors. You're in it for $15,000. You sell it for $60,000. So instead of paying $35,000, now you can make massive profits. Instead of making $5,000 on a deal, you can make $35,000 on a deal.
Yeah, I've spent the last 2 days with Mike Gazzola, and for the last 2 days, the strategy that he has impacted on me as well as my business associate has totally transformed our life.
What you've had to say is so exciting to me because I see the potential of me making extra money, and I would highly recommend your program and your product.
Real estate is my life. I've already impacted hundreds of students from all around the world. I was involved with real estate way before there was any boom. I made my first investment over 15 years ago and have since bought and sold hundreds of homes using my own cash that I actually made from flipping homes. So it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter how far in debt you are, how much money you currently have. I just finished a training, as you could hear by my voice, from last week, where my students, the students that were there training with me, purchased over 20 properties. 7 of these guys that were training with me live, I was their mentor. Understand, there was hundreds of properties that sold for less than $5,000. That's right, hundreds of homes that sold for less than $5,000. This was just last week. Some even sold for as low as $600. I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that sounds impossible, but I witnessed it with my own eyes. I was personally there. So were my students with me. Actual free and clear homes being sold for $600. Let's be realistic. They probably needed a bunch of work. But hey, if you pay $600 for a house, free and clear with the land, you have a lot of room to do a lot. And that's what I do. I transfer to you a process where you're able to actually acquire homes free and clear, just like that, for less than $1,000. Now, of course, there were duplexes, triplexes, commercial properties that sold for less than $1,000, but there was also some that sold for over $100,000. Now, not everybody has $100,000 to invest till you start flipping a couple homes, collecting a little bit of rental property income. Then you're able to buy those $100,000 properties. You start somewhere and you work your way up. But that's why I'm tired of hearing from people that say they can't invest in real estate right now. They have no savings, they have no means, they have no know-how. That's why I'm here. That's why I guide you through the process personally. No matter where you are financially, you can always start with a very small amount of money and work your way up to bigger and more expensive properties. You've been watching these real estate deals flashing behind me. These are deals that I've actually done. My actual students have actually done right now, which is buying homes for pennies on the dollar, flipping them for massive profits, or collecting massive passive income every single month through rental income that's paid to you regardless of the economy, the political structure. Sure, you're going to have people move in, move out, but you're constantly getting money and consistently getting money every single month. If you would like me to be your mentor and to guide you step by step and transfer this entire process to you, just enter your name and your email address and I'll take you by the hand and I'll transfer to you a process that is proven. I'm not one of these guys that tell you what I read in a book or saw on TV. I'm a real estate investor. I've developed this for the last decade. I like to believe I'm a result of talent, but the truth is I'm just a result of technique. And this is a technique that I've transferred already to students from all over the world, and I'm ready to transfer it to you. If you're interested in being one of my students, just send me an email right below me, mike@heritagefunding.info. Send me an email and you'll be able to get this entire system, this entire process for less than 10% of what the students have actually paid. Just send me an email, mike@heritagefunding.info. There's thousands of opportunities out there. That's why I'm willing to transfer my techniques, because it doesn't matter how many people I train. There's enough deals to go around. There's enough deals for me to continue to get these amazing prices at all times, anytime I want. And that's why I'm willing to transfer this to people like you with families like yours that deserve to get ahead. You deserve to get out of the rat race. That's why I'm doing this. It's not about the money. I make over 90% of my money actually doing what I teach you guys to do. Whether you want to be a landlord, or you just want to flip properties, or you just want to acquire properties at these record low prices, you couldn't ask for a better housing market. You couldn't ask for a better mentor.